Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Score for Focus. Today, we'll be focusing on Rasmus Højlund, the Manchester United loanee, who's now uh, finding his form in Italy with Napoli, the Italian champions. Um, Conte, the former Chelsea coach, the Italian coach, he has put his faith in Rasmus Højlund, and he has persuaded him to come and join him at Napoli for the project that he has going on. And Napoli won 2-1 last night. And it was all thanks to, excuse me, it was all thanks to Rasmus Højlund's goals. Beautiful goals. The first one, he ran past two defenders with a nice through ball from Kevin De Bruyne. He is a genius in creating goals and scoring them as well, but especially creating them. He put in a well-balanced pass, and Rasmus Højlund was able to run past two defenders, a very powerful finish, and then he slotted it home. A cross cutter, a beautiful goal, past the goalkeeper. So, and the second goal, it was a powerful header. Another assist by Kevin De Bruyne. He crossed the ball, and Rasmus Højlund was there to head it home to make it 2-0 to Napoli. So Rasmus Højlund is finding his form in Italy, and I think he also scored a couple of goals even before this Champions League game. He's finding his confidence again, and yeah, he's performing well. So now the question now is, why is it that um, Manchester United players, when they leave United, uh, they seem to perform wherever they go, whichever league that they go to after leaving Manchester United, they seem to find their feet again and perform well. Um, in particular, I've got a couple of examples. Anthony with Real Betis, he was Real Betis's best player, and even Barcelona, Real Madrid, the big teams were also inquiring about signing him. So he's rediscovering his form with Real Betis. Tyrone Malaysia, he went on to win the Dutch league with PSV last season. Who else? Who else? Scott McTominay. What a big loss for Manchester United. They sold him, I think, 2 seasons ago, and now he's performing excellently in the very same team in Italy. So players are leaving Manchester United and they're excelling elsewhere. This is very, very concerning. Another player is Anthony Langa, who left Manchester United to join Nottingham Forest. Now he's at Newcastle and he's really, really performing well. So this goes to show that something is wrong at Manchester United. How come so many players are excelling away from Manchester United? They are rediscovering their form, playing their best football away from Manchester United. So this shows that Manchester United has a problem. Something is going on internally at Manchester United that's really uh, causing this problem, because we are letting go of good players, talented players. Somehow or another, they are not able to perform to their best abilities at Manchester United. So, what could be the problem? Why is this happening? You know, I personally think that is because of a lack of winning culture. Manchester United is no longer dominant. It's no longer the force that it was before. And there's just no winning culture. Manchester United, when was the last time? When was the last time you heard that Manchester United were on the run, or were on a winning run of 3, 4 games, 5 games? It's been a long time. It's been a long time. The Manchester United, they just don't win games. I don't care whatever, players you bring into a team. If there's no winning culture, you can bring the best players in the world in a team that has a lot of money, a lot of credibility, a lot of history and culture. But if there's no winning culture, if there's no actual uh, winning culture, a spirit of winning games, even sometimes winning by an odd goal, 1-0, 2-1, you know, even during difficult games, managing to win, Manchester United have lost that. They they not only perform badly, but they they struggle to score goals too. You know, I remember the time when Sir Alex was the manager. Even when Manchester United were playing badly, most of the game they won. They won most of their games. We Manchester United just don't have that winning spirit, winning mentality anymore. We just can't win games. Even when we're playing badly, we are not able to win games. Even if we're playing good football in some games, we are not able to score as many goals as we could have. So this shows that uh, the winning culture at Manchester United has dissipated. Um, there's no mentality, there's no hunger to win games, even scrappy games as well, scrappy wins. We are not managing to, uh, you know, get over the line and collect points and beat teams sometimes 1-0, maybe 2-1, close games. Sometimes, there will be difficult matches, but even then, we still have to win as many games as possible. So I think that because of a lack of winning mentality, a lack of pedigree in winning even difficult games, even away from home, we have lost that as well. So my conclusion is that even if you have wonderful players, talented players, and you sign them for big money, if they come into a team that is not able to have a winning run of even 2 games or more, that's a problem. And that becomes an unnecessary burden for great players that are coming into this club. And they find themselves in a position where they themselves, as big money signings, have to come up with all the creativity, all the goals. There's added pressure because the team is not performing to a good standard and they're not winning games. They're not winning games. So I think that whatever manager, whoever it is, who's going to come in after Ruben Amorim, has to be a manager who's obsessed with winning games. He doesn't have to play the most beautiful football. Manchester United just needs to go back to winning games. Even if we win ugly, even if we win games by an odd goal, even if we don't play well, but we just have to go back to winning games. This will give um, players with individual brilliance a lot of confidence, a lot of belief, and gradually they'll start delivering. They'll start showing why Manchester United have spent big money on them. I'm talking about players like Cunha, Sesko, Mbumo. All these players will eventually start to gel with the team. They'll start to play well. They'll start to score goals. But this can only happen if we start collecting points. You know, if we start winning games. It doesn't matter if we win them while playing badly, or just scraping results. We just need to start winning games. We need a manager who's obsessed with winning games. We need to forget about playing beautiful football. We need to forget about having the most possession. We just need to start collecting points, start winning games. And that way, all the other things will come. The performances will come, individual brilliance will come, the goals will come, we'll climb up the table, we'll start competing again in the Champions League, start competing with the best teams in the world, start competing for the Premier League title. But we need to bring in somebody who's obsessed with winning. That's what's missing at Manchester United. That's my input. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. What do you think Manchester United need to um, start winning games again? To start utilizing players like Rasmus Højlund, who is very very talented and who can score goals. What do we need to do to protect um, talented players like Rasmus Højlund from leaving Manchester United and excelling elsewhere and staying with us and actually start performing again, start scoring goals again? We can't keep on we can't keep on letting go of great players um, because of them not performing. But sometimes it's more than that. The team needs to perform itself. The team needs to win. And that's where most of the confidence comes from, in terms of players with individual quality, with individual brilliance. They need to be a part of a winning team. They need to be a part of a team that is able to win games. And Rasmus Højlund has gone to a team that it doesn't always perform well, but most of the games it wins. And it also wins away games, tough away games. And they also win at home. There's a winning culture, there's a winning spirit. And that's an ideal situation for talented players like Manchester, for talented players just like Rasmus Højlund. So let me know what you think. Comment down below. What does Manchester United need to do to avoid such mistakes of letting great players go and not giving them the best environment, a winning environment for them to deliver the goods? So let me know what you think. Thank you for joining me for this episode. I will see you soon.